no passion for development. Then we know Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Me.
Connections there, you not get it. Yeah.
Connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. I'm sure no he no tea.
And he was 12 years over early. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in his garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West. Yeah. It does not have that contact. The standards got a type of worker.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Georgia to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Brother come now, he is deceived by coming there, the Dillon there, Lumbi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way, Brother, all kind of thing. He won't go after people. Then, the CDC still control the lower house in the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
When they sent it to the Senate,
mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All that they almost ran to Yombi house. Then they brought it. I choose the money. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2% to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Coon, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Baka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not to run with Bali.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving about for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, then he won't persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kung? Then Kung said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyers. Then my husband go look for lawyer. So from Kung offered my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I had many seconds why you did this. You know what he told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Baka send a bill, then we will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move.
President Baka 2025 budget will determine his clear vision for the country. Okay, so it also includes the development on some of these problems. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpower bridge that the Chinese government is about to build and the road from Kesari Boulevard to 12th Street, they were all in the Puebla, that's true. But it was blocked in the Puebla. The President Baka's visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we will take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Nigeria's interest, and then people fighting them will join inside and will stand.
Just a final question.
Yeah. So you see, he visited to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, has now got China excited with the new commitment to come do this project. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, he will tell you the Chinese government will waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you start on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on the global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for? us as a country and people. And if what's in it for us is good as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the trickle-down effect of our vote, okay. But we must never again vote on something that will hurt ourselves as a country and people.
So,
please.
Liberia is in trouble. But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that George Weah is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought total transformation to Liberia. That is a man who will have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they don't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. Zero. Tell me something. Zero. Oh yeah, go to Nations Cup now. Go to Nations Cup. Let's see. Let me see Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup. I'll give you $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your nationality $500,000. I promise. Your nationality. Your national
when we were there, the Buaka, we used to go to him, even fee Buaka because of his title. Make it comfortable because of the title. But you see what he's doing. You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
Maybe I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia. During any time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I've kept the peace. The Muslim I've kept the peace. Chancellor I've kept the peace. I've never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic and it is wrong. If you can see it, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, any position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, the respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we get sick. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition, Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, they give her the respect. But as somebody that I respect so much, she did some things that we disagree and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest, we went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked.
Thank you that you stood with us. You defeated all of the lies. And let me say this to you, Mr. President. We promise that until you receive our petition, we will not present our petition to any criminal. We are aware that Richard Kuru is a road, and we will not present our petition to him. And you, Mr. President, your people collected over 14 million from 4 million people. That is the highest level of evil I have ever seen in my entire life. You promised to provide job for our motorcyclists. You took away the only means of livelihood. You beat them, you killed them. You have arrested over 10,000 motorcyclists. You are breaking our different police stations, rules and examples. We are here to challenge you. Your best rule is enough is enough. We are come to say enough is enough. We the motorcycle are come to say enough is enough. Amanda, thank you so much. Mr. Chairman, I say thank you. Thank you ever so much. People struggle. Whoa. Just about that. Whoa. Boo. Just about that. Boo. Just about that. Boo. Thank you very much. You want to put your hands together for yourself, please? Thank you. You want to say thank you very much for showing up to the young people across the 17 electoral district of Massachusetts County. We want to speak to you, to our young women and girls. One man who happens to be the Minister of Internal Affairs, he raped a lady. Today he's still the Minister of Internal Affairs. Process human rights has not been investigated. Joseph Parker came here. He lied to us that you'll get multitude of jobs. Young people graduating from University of Liberia, other universities, no job. No program for young people. We want to say to you, we are happy today that we have come here. But we have come here, like the chairman said, to present a petition to Joseph Parker. If Joseph Parker does not show up, we will not present our petition to anybody. And we are emphatic about it. And we want to say to you, the young people of the Youth League, congratulations on your courageous spirit. Put your hands together, put your hands together for yourself, young people. They said to you that you are not going to challenge the ring. They keep here the parade of water cannon all over the place. But where are they now? They're gone. We challenge Gregory Como. You have killed enough people. You kill young people in Kinshasa. But we challenge you, if you shoot one part here, you experience the consequences. If you shoot one part here, we will plan to you. We are not police. We are here to challenge you. So the big body are making want you to come here. The big body are making want you to come here. And we say to you, we will stay here, we will be around. Put your hands together for yourself. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Reactionary terrorism. Reactionary terrorism. Proscandal. Rudeness. Violence. Disrespect. Reactionary terrorism. Amanda. Thank you to all of our mothers and sisters who are there in the ring to be here today, so the voices can be heard. We stay here to say we are fed up with the disrespect and brutality against women and children. We are going to raise our voices against the work against our children. There are hundreds of rape cases that are sitting at the ministry agenda and none are being resolved. And the corporate are working scot-free simply because of government connections. Our sisters are sexually harassed at ministry and agency. But today we have gathered to say enough is enough. Our mothers who are in the market today are facing serious now because we have a U.S. rank for 100 and down. So today, Mr. Parker, the women of the Republic elected you, and the women of the Republic has come to tell you we can bring you down. If you cannot lead us, you must leave. And we mean what we say. If we cannot lead us, you must leave. Enough is enough. Thank you to all of the serving special women of Ghana. We commend you for your hard work, and we say thank you.
We are pleased that tens of thousands of Liberian citizens have peacefully converged on the grounds and the premises of the capital. We are here to submit a petition statement to tell Joseph Parker enough is enough. I am not the petitioner. I have only been called upon to introduce a program. So, and now the essence of this program. We are proud of you. We are happy for you. We expect today that Mr. Joseph Yima Parker, President Joseph Yima Parker, will come here and receive this petition from his Thank you. We know. Hello. We know Mr. Parker suffers chronic physical and mental incapacitation problem. We know that. So if he will not come, we will understand. But then he must.
How y'all doing, folks? How's everything with you, folks? I hope you are doing so great. And we are very grateful to the Almighty God that we are ready together tonight, doing what we can do for our country. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. I don't know whether it is only with me or it's my own thinking. But the days are running too fast, the weeks are running too fast, and of course the months equally running too fast. I don't know why this is happening. Again, that's my thinking. That's how I see it. So where you stand determines what you see. I don't know where you stand, but where I stand, where the winds are low, that's what I see, and that's what I know. So the days of Nebuchadnezzar, the words of St. Andrews, now being numbered. And we are right here together on this very day, grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here together, doing what we can for our country. Kings 88.5, it is face the east on this very day. We've been trying our best and will continue to do so. The deaf do us part from this world. Trust us on it. We are not going to let you down. We have never let you down before. We are never going to do so. But those things that truly can make people to be let down are things that we have been tried and tested, and they have never ever convinced us to move us an inch. Well, we know everyone do have a price. So I'm not bragging that I don't have a price, but I'm telling you those things that can really make people to just swear away have been tried and tested. It doesn't work. It never works. It will never work. So I want to say thanks to all of you for joining us right here tonight on this very day, and we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything that we continue to face as a people. And with God, all things are possible. And I thank to all of my fantastic students for everything we all have been sharing together and we've been doing. I think with God, our prayers are always with each other. And I would thank you so much for everything you continue to do. Thanks for joining us and all of our fantastic students. And let me say thanks to our ever potent class prefects. And for those of you who made your commitment, though I don't like to remind people, actually, as though you don't trust them. That's why I don't like to do too much reminder. But again, it's important you just do it, right? Yeah, to just be reminding people, you just want to trust them that they will do. Their own conscience is at their own volition. And that they said that. So The King Support Basket is still on and continues on, but we're not going to be pressuring people into that. So today I had intended to have the phones on and then rally those people whose number, but tomorrow I'm going to be doing that. Yeah, those who have sent in, we're going to look at the SIM and I get someone to look through it and see all those names that are there and who sent in what, so that we can get it down. If you don't want to be mentioned, and after sending it to this number, you can just leave a text to this number as well and say, I don't want to be mentioned, and we will not do. Right? Yeah. And certainly will not. Yeah. Confidentiality is very key, everything. We don't know. But again, some of you are very grateful and to the kind of work that we do. So we thank you so much for your support. You continue to reign at us. And with that, we are all working together for the good of our country. And we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. And I always tell you people, one thing I've always encouraged you to have is courage and be bold. In our setting, boldness may be seen as rudeness. Yeah, in the African setting, you can be too bold, and that means you are rude. So that's it. And I will think for sure, and this is it. We are here together, and we are doing everything we can for the sake of this country. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are getting there, and we'll certainly get there. Nothing can change us from getting there. And CC Love Destiny Tabla. Destiny Tabla. Okay, no problem. You're not changing here. Happy birthday to you. I will wish you happy birthday. Forget about the class. I will wish you happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. We appreciate you for your support, and may God continue to guard and protect you. And yesterday, one of mine, we've got all these. Otherwise, yeah, and we are getting there. With God, all things are possible. Yesterday, one of my students, told me that his son's birthday was yesterday, and I was supposed to remember. I just forgot, and I left it like that, and I had to go home. Yeah, and I hope to remember him subsequently if I do see the message. I think it's dropped way down, and so I think for sure. And so I think with God, all things are possible, and we are going to work up the modalities, to make sure that things work for our country. With God, all things are possible. So I think it will be okay. So let me say hats up to all of you, and I thank you for your support that you've given over the periods. And no matter what it is, with God, all things had been making your support to work. Everything you ever contemplated, or however you're contemplating, had always worked. So we are working up everything in our might, not by our power, not by our might, but of course in our little might, to make sure that things work for the sake of our country. And it's not easy, and we have been working and we'll continue to work, because this time and age, it's not time to let people down. It's not time. And we are not noted for letting people down anyway. Yeah, we are not noted for that. And God will continue to give us the strength that will continue to withstand every temptation that people can yield to. And we're not going to do that. All right, so that is it right here. And we are very grateful to the Almighty God that we are here. Just before I could come on, I got some sad news on my junior PhD TV online, and a tragic motor accident from is it Pearl River? Is it Pearl River area? Yeah, that's what it said. Motor accident, and I think he cropped this photo from Monrovia News Agency, so that remember on the issue of a tragic motor accident around the Bon Mines, the Pearl River Bridge area. They said a taxi driver was leaving, I don't know, from Bond Mines or heading towards there. Yeah, from Vincent Town. Vincent Town is just close towards Pole River. That's where you have the AMB Zion University main campus. So that's where the taxi driver, I don't know, he wanted to make U-turn. How does that work? I don't know in that area. According to the story I followed there. And the taxi ran straight into the water. And this is what was left. And I don't know whether these people are living, but this is what was left. Terrible news. Let's be careful, especially in these times, thanks to the AFL personnel who are to rush there to help. A little child seemed helpless or unconscious. I can't report either death or anything for now from the pictures we are seeing. And I don't think I have that capacity to report that from what I've seen so far because the story did not say. Right? Yeah. So we leave it like this. And we are very grateful to the Almighty God. When you have life, you have to be grateful, no matter what it is. Yeah. No matter what it is, you have to just be grateful to the Almighty God. We will try to be praying for one another as we travel along these routes. It doesn't matter. Even on good roads, there can be accidents. But you just got to pray that you're able to reunite with your families in traveling from distance to distance. Hey, my lockdown brother, J, you are locked down. You remain locked down. We lock you down. Yeah, 2 years, you want to lock you down. You finish. You go anywhere. You'll stay right here with the professor. Yeah. You'll stay here with the prof. You are locked down. You're not going anywhere. Is it that money? Is it that money? Yeah? Yeah, is it that money? Yeah. How can I say it, right? You say that money, you go anywhere. You'll stay right here. So let's say hats up to all of you. And thanks so much for rejoining. We are very grateful to all of you for your support you've given us over the periods. And we thank you for that. All right. Having said that, we have a lot on our plates. But today, something happened. But before we can get there, let's give you some updates on our Liberian brothers who were arrested and placed behind bars for allegedly being involved with the Capitol fire incidents. So they were able to file a valid criminal appearance bond. And the only thing they were being asked by the judge to do was to have human sureties. Now, what they call human sureties is, with the exception of the catch, with the exception of the money, bring any human being who can stand for you, that just in case we don't get you, we can get our human being. Now, the human sureties they can be talking about. And that human surety must be sufficient enough, somebody of status in society. And I think they were able to go and evaluate all the human sureties, where they live, they are standing in the communities, and they went right back. But I believe that the state was able to challenge that bond and say that the guys are at flag raised. And all the state could say is that these guys could run away at any time. But I think the essence of the human surety is to guarantee that the guys would not run away. That were that to happen, the human sureties will be held. So maybe they are saying that the human sureties alone can also run away. Yeah. So I think that's what it is. So today, that hearing was done by Judge Roosevelt Willie, His Honor, and I think he reserved ruling in it, and we are waiting to see what will come from out of it. But he had already approved it, but it was challenged by the state through the county attorney, Councilor Scott. So we look forward to that, and Councilor Jonathan Massacre, and the Prof, His Honor, former Associate Justice, and in Winkins Right, they had been adequately representing the parties in all of the arson-related cases, and they are stay there. Yeah. So let's watch out and see. They said Tuesday, the judge is expected to come up with his ruling. Let's watch out and see what will come from out of that ruling. But the guys were expecting themselves to be out today. But there is a hearing on that, so the judge is going to come up with it. It's just for the sake of the law, and I don't think you guys will run away anyway, because with the assertion of that, anyway. But that's one thing. So the families will have to wait again. I know they were disappointed, very frustrated that happened. But let's hear as the law taking its course, and let's give the judge his chance. Let him go on with what it is. We can't say anything now until he can make his decision known, so that we can get it. It's very important, please. All right. Having said that, with that being said, having said that, with that being said, today was a day of protest. Today is August 7th. This is the day that was announced by organizers of an anti-drug protest, which was staged today. That protest in itself had been met with mixed reactions. And the mixed reactions always stems from the background of the faces, some of the actors who are now growing interest into it. That could be one reason for the mixed reactions. The second reason that you can I don't know, the second reason I want to place the second reason, but I think the second reason is the most important reason for which the protest was greeted with mixed reaction, even prior to this date. So they talk about how the government had been very unserious with the fight against drugs. And it has reached an alarming rate in this country now as we speak. So they said people are born naked. Then they are behind anti-drug something. When they themselves, we've gone, how many? We've gone nearly, this is the 8th month, right? Yeah, that is the 8th month. And we've gone 1 year, 8 months into this administration. And others were saying that instead of us appreciating at this stage, appreciating the substantial effort by the government in the fight against drugs, we are at this stage having a protest, and not just ordinary protest, but a protest in which government key actors themselves are protesting. That's the thing that beats one imagination. We know that the issue about drug, it affects everyone. It's everyone's business. The reason drug is everyone's business is that your children, you don't control who they interact with. Most of us, we spend our times at work. And let me tell you, the most dangerous times for children, especially school-going children, the most dangerous times for children is the period. Those are the dangerous periods for children. Is the period when the parents leave for work to the period at which they will return from work. That period, they are left vulnerable to interact with anybody. That's where the most dangerous things happened. That's the period in between. That's why you see Western countries and they have after-school programs that from the period that child is leaving, the child is going to school. Right after the child leaves from school, they go to playground. The after-school programs, because they engage in it until they can reunite with their parents. That's the transition. The parents leave them straight to the doors of the school. From the school, they are left with that after-school program. That one is not something, it may not be physically academical like they are in a classroom, but it's a different program by itself to just engage them into other play. They say, well, without play is a dog, make just a dog ball. So it is that transitioning. So you transition them there. Then after that period, you got them just feed them. They don't feel boring because you took them from classroom already. You put them somewhere. That's the period. That period will be used to keep them until the parents can come, because they will still be on a monitoring program. Because once you keep them at that after-school program spot, they are being monitored. But those who are in charge, the moment they are leaving from there, their parents are already home. That period of trying to make sure that children change their minds or follow their friends. Some of them are very weak. They follow their friends. All those things, and you try to minimize it. We don't have that. So most of the children, you see them, they will always get damaged right in between there. Yeah, because they have most of the times with their friends. And you know, bad influence is very fast to overcome good influence. And I must admit that. Bad influence, people are quick to adapt to bad influence. Very much quick. That's why you hear a child who not able to even say recitation good when it comes to ABC. Hear them singing a song or doing lyrics or rapping in a song. Listen to how they rap in it. When you tell them, say, can't recite the ABC, can't recite it, they will not be able to recite it easily. But just tell them, bring music, something, you'll see that they can, the whole stanza of the music, they will go through it. Right? So those are some of the things that are there. So we always look at all of that and see that, look, it's everyone's business. That's why you see us, we say, look, drug is everyone's business. That's why we never needed to politicize it. But it is the Unity Party that politicized the issue of drug in this country. Instead of us seeing it as a national issue and doing it here and there, they had a butt-naked, unrepented demon passing around acting like he's trying to do blah, 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 all in the street here and there. These are rebels. These are people that will give drugs to people only to raise money out of them. That's what they do. People that butt naked and they were politicizing it. Then Joseph Walker and all were jumping in and start politicizing drug. He's going to be politicizing the issue of drug? No. When it comes to drug, because it's everyone's business, we don't want to politicize it. There are certain things you can politicize. Education, you can politicize it. The issue about health-related issues as a whole, you can politicize it. You can use it. It got to be a national effort that people will come together and say, look, we are joining in to fight. And we can blame one person. All of us take responsibility of it. Because the very people who are doing the drugs, they are living in our communities. They are renting in our communities. They are living in our homes. They are with our children. We are seeing them. We are living there with them. We are afraid to say some things. We also have responsibility. Those were the thoughts of us, people like us, during those times when you people were politicizing it. Whether you like it or not, we were the patriotic ones and were saying, look, you can politicize the issue of drug. Because whether you like it or not, it can change easily. It calls for collective fight. And if you start blaming it on one party and excluding yourself, then there's a problem. If you exclude yourself from it and you blame it on one party, then there's a problem. We said that. And you people did not listen to us. Look at where it is now today. It has reached a stage now where drugs all over. In fact, the worst of all is major actors close to the executive are the one that bringing in drugs in this country now. That one begin alarming. No one had ever staged drug protests as compared to what it is. Josh, we are all battled against drugs, which was very, very effective. What's the issue of the drug law? Josh, look, you pass these things not by just standing in the street protest. People go and protest against these things for a law to be passed. So what stronger law is more than the drug law that was passed? The anti-drug law that was passed. You know the most important part of it? That anybody who uses his or her property to facilitate drug when they grab it, they will take it from you, they sell it. That thing is inside the law. How can we enforce it? It's why you went to the legislature. That maybe that when it comes for the enforcement aspect of it, it comes to the executive, not even the legislature, because they passed on it already. But you get Joseph Walker and his children. They are all doing drugs. Yes, all of them, they are doing drugs. Yeah. So you had our drug protest today, the highest ever in our country, and everyone else went there. And the only thing I saw is that, you know, the Unity Party folks, they thought that they didn't want to organize the protest. But saying that national issue is everyone's business, some members of the opposition, in fact, the opposition joined inside, they took it too. So I saw some of the banners. Then one of the girls who's a Unity Party person, and they gave them money and t-shirts for them to wear, for them to come. And, you know, not money to pay them or whatever, but just transportation and just food to eat. I'm not saying they pay people. I don't want to denigrate the organizers. I want to say thanks to all of them for the effort that was exerted today. First of all, we appreciate it. But the guy began to ask them, but The kind of inscription that I will see here, so if from our party people order who I said to all know that these CDC people they want for your protest. I say the kind of banner there that you see that they CDC people there, that they didn't want for your protest. Anything banner you see that they put up there and say rescue us from drug and stop the excuse. August 7th, as soon as these CDC people want for your protest, because you're doing look at your banner there, and you see you're not in it. No to drop, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, but you see now, they can't go put their protest inside, they go put Joseph Boga and children. What the other protests, what the other banners that are how to do it? They're gonna stop here, right? Eh? The men jump in the Pope protest, they stole the Pope protest, they start putting their own thing inside. They said the CDC, you leave all way inside the protest. Hey, you see, look at the kind of banner there. Look at the banner. They grabbed Joseph Boga's other son, his outside son, whom they caught the drugs were in Lofa County. They put him right here. Then they say, before stopping drug, you see the kind of thing they carry to the Pope protest. They say, before stopping drugs, you must be able to stop your sons. Stop your sons. So they grab Joseph Boaga, he carried the photo he had with a guy whom they call the drug way. And all the thing they had Joseph Boaga, he said, standing with the guy taking in there. They were the judge, they put their own banner in there. But nowhere they could tell a banner from the people. So everybody carry their own banner. The thing you want to put on there, you put on it, add there, jump on there, no drugs. Anti-drugs. So just put it there. So the men had their own banner and thing, they printed it, they started bringing it. Yeah? So you see that? So all of them put their own stuff there and they start running with it. That's what it did. But let's be very sincere about the protest itself today. You see, in this country, the reason we believe that it is the government that were behind the whole thing here, but the whole thing, blah, 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 but it turned against them, is because you saw the police people themselves wearing shites. Say no to drugs. So, when the enforcers themselves are not taking the battle into the communities, but the community is rising up against them, because anytime you see the community rising up, meaning the system has failed, they are calling for the system to be enforced. Anytime you hear about protest, system failure. When you hear about protest, it's system failure. When you hear about awareness, mobilization, it's not about system failure. They are trying to say the system is there, and we are trying to support the system. Mobilization, awareness, those are support towards the system. When you hear about protest, meaning they have identified system failure. So if the state security actors themselves, who are supposed to be responsible for these enforcements, and themselves are wearing t-shirts and protesting alongside protesters who are now going and presenting their petitions to people who are described as duty bearers, then know that the system itself has given up on drugs. Protest. Oh, you don't know why protest is staged? It's when something is not working and the system and the duty bearer have failed in delivering on his or duty. That's when people come up to protest. So if the duty bearers themselves start wearing shites, then you should know that drug has already won. Drug has won already. That is the fact. They didn't know the shites they were wearing. Here is Gregory Coleman standing there. He doesn't even know. He doesn't know. He doesn't even know. Look, when you even in the Americas, when you saw the police people joining the protesters, and of course, black and marching along with them, they were marching to provide them security. They were not joining them to go protest because the protest was against the security sector. Now, they did not join these protesters in the US. No. Right? They were with them and providing guardians. Even under George W. administration, when the protesters assembled, the police were feeding them. They were not feeding them because they were protesting along with them. But they were trying to say, look, what you people are doing, we are listening. And this is it. Unlike Gregory Coleman and his team, they decided to join the protesters and they themselves were protesters. Can you imagine that? How is that one possible? No, these guys, you know, I don't know, the guy is very unprofessional to the extent that his level of unprofessionalism is always terrible, and it kills enough. And this guy is very terrible. I don't know who this guy really. Greg will always do. He the one for They were there protesting, wearing the shirts. You're not supposed to. The people are protesting because the system has failed. And you know why? I will tell you why. Right? There's where you are seeing Gregory, the team, all of them wearing a black shirt. They are there standing and they are there alongside. You see, these are some of the things we talk about all of the time when people don't know. We knew that they were the organizers of this, but they didn't know that they were turning it against themselves. They said the first lady and all were wearing t-shirts. We imagine some of my students, first and second lady, they were wearing t-shirts. What kind of people are they? So how would people be protesting against your government for system failure? And then you join them to protest against yourself, your husband. And they say second lady, that other play girl, and passing around, acting like she's some kind of person. She or husband, Jeremiah Kuhn, that other rogue, and whatever it is. They all just doing part of foolishness in this country. Look at the kind of thing that they're doing. They are wearing a shirt and say we all protesting along with you. So what kind of sense that? We've given up on the fight against drug. They don't have sense. And I tell you, these people, they don't have sense. And you see some of the things we're going to be talking. You know what protest is about? When system fails. Who is the duty bearer to execute the system? Those in government. So when those in government are themselves, are themselves protesting, where do we stand? We just gave up. It's like children crying to the horse, say, Mama, no food. The mama then say, I can't join the children and say, oh, just cry now. That means no hope. That means just no food. That means no hope. Yeah, that means no hope. That's why you see these things are happening. Yeah, that's why you see these things are happening. And we'll continue to educate you people because it's quite terrible. They don't know. The people are confused. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know when to do what. And that's terrible on their part. All over. Listen to some of the songs that were being sung today and at the protest grounds. Yeah, listen to them. These are people. They posted it. They posted, what we want for you to do now is to dissolve. You dissolve the DEA because it has. Can you imagine for you to reach at a place where Liberians are saying, "Hey, I said Georgia brought Kush and we're proposing." No, the Liberians themselves are now saying that no, we don't need DEA anymore. Our system that is put in place to fight drug is no longer necessary. And they didn't say we want police because police are useless. Where did they go? I told you recently that the AFL has stood out tall in most recent time. I don't know what they may be doing in barracks or whatever it is, but when people are doing good, me, I don't care about politics business. I will say it the way I see it. There are other things that they may be doing. Their barracks relating to welfare and all of those issues. But in terms of outward look and professional conduct outside, the AFL has redefined itself. Unlike on the regime of Prince Charles Johnson and the early regime of Foley, who wanted to ally like uncle something, he started misbehaving, doing a lot of rudeness. At least he's trying to redefine the AFL in a way that their outward look is now being a bit more professional and people now trying to trust them and they are scarce, and you can see that it's very respectful now, and we are seeing that. Now, this is what the people were now calling on. Not the first time. The last time the police and the AFL were having problems, who they were chanting for? The AFL. That's what I'm telling you. When we see these things, we say them because, you know, you may not understand us. Some of us, we don't believe in this whole thing. You know, the guys, they don't even understand anything that they are doing now, right? This is what the people were chanting. These are things that they were saying. You listen to them? You listen to them, who, yeah? People say, And the other lady in the back, I think in her low voice, she's shouting, "Man, business how, man, business how." Our men ain't living on now. The men are turning to drug addicts now. And you know when the men are turning to Zobo and Tina now, who will want affiliate with them? So they are saying, "Man, business how." The men ain't getting shortage on the market now because most of them, they're just becoming drug addicts now. So you see the other guy in the, listen attentively. You hear in the bad man business how, you know, like her opa, her boyfriend, or her husband, or somebody now succumb to the drug thing here now. So no way operating for her now. So she get behind it now. Man, business how. All right, so that's it. We want AFL and no more DA. That's a system breakdown and failure. And you saw that. You know, people don't understand. The country is finished. When you hear people saying we want AFL, no more DA, they're not even referencing the police. Another civil authority that's going to be assisting the DA in these civil matters. You know how many raiding the police have done? But yet they don't prefer the police because the police themselves are involved in the drugs. Gregory Coleman and the facilitating, giving gateway to Jojo then, Tantan then. They are bringing in drugs in the country. So nobody trusts them. These things we are saying and seeing on a daily basis is there. They were bringing in the drugs. Now we are. We are doing drugs where? They were doing the drugs. And look at how the country is today. Drugs all over. And one thing you should watch out for, and the reason you're not hearing about it, is because they control the system that's supposed to expose it, is rape. Rape has gotten on the increase. And you saw more adding than temporary with small children and are taking up pregnancy all over. You will know the level at which rape has increased in this country. Rape has increased because the matters have been taken to the police. Now the police is a government-controlled police. So they have issued an instruction that if you saw any rape-related issues, cases that reach to you, kill it at the police station. Because when it comes out, it will be alarming and then they will use it against us as well. But the one they don't control is the issue of drug. They can't control drug impact, drug effects. They can't control that one. But the issue of rape, they can control it at the police stations. They can control the one at the police stations. They can minimize it at the police stations. They can suppress these things at the police stations. Rape could be because you know the people, they are noted for raping people. So rape is really one of the things that you should watch out for. That is on the, anybody who get rape related issue and you carry to the police station, what they call, go to the radio stations and then say we'll try to report it. Any compromise that they want to go on, people are sodomizing people. Sodomization is going on heavily under this government. But at the police station, which is the first instance where they issue all of these instructions and say nobody should touch it because we don't want the negative information to be out there. You see some of the things we've been talking? We told you don't politicize these things. It's everyone's business. It's all of us business. These are not things. Health, security. Don't politicize it. Because they do with all of us. We say these things. We're saying them. But y'all are saying that we're bad off. Look at what has happened today. You have damaged it. Because you make it to look like that one person or a president just chose to say, look, we'll bring in drug in this country. You know how long drug has been in this country? So how are you? Because you wanted power, you lied and lied on people. Today, we are has left. The guys are now brave to bring in drugs, generally that government now in power. It's not just like as their government now in power, they are very brave to bring in drugs. They're not joking it. They're not joking with it. Look at that lady who just absconded, and of course they free her and she gone by her business. A.B. Kroma changed, never care about, because he arrested Japan, the biggest drug man. They convicted him in jail. Joseph Boga went and released him as honor executive clemency and say, go by your business, because his children are attached to all these people. They are bringing in the drugs in this country. Could you imagine that? You ever saw Cham? We are in here. George, we are children. Is ultimately we are in here. You saw them involved with the governance of the system. You get ready when they do them. Oh, I think I borrow them, bringing the drug. Oh, I don't want to do them. But all those things I was saying, those investigations are still there. Why you can't go through them? Just see what you have done to this country. When we are saying things, you see what you have done to this country. You damaged the country. Let the drug there now. You can't fight it. You can't. Because you yourself importing drugs. Abraham Mahama, John Mahama in Ghana, brother, is the one that brought the man who can be doing drug. They get drug allegations and things on him in Ghana. That Gregory Coleman best friend. When he get ready, he goes Ghana. That the man play, he can stay. That the man he convened. They say they brought generator to the airport. That the men have brought generator to the airport. So all our port of entries and things now, they are just clear for him to just import drugs in this country. This government is heavily into drug business. That's why you see all the things you see as blah, blah, blah. They just playing with you. You hear the other consumer, we arrest them one, so arrest one, so lies. They are all drugs. Ask them, where are those drugs that you're arresting? You don't find them. The quitter woman that they say they arrested with huge quantity of drugs, when they carry the woman to court, the first question the judge asks is, where is the drug for which your brother lady here? They can't find it. Say, but then it got to be released, because if you say you caught somebody with drug and we can't find a drug, then it's done. You see where we are? You see where the country is at the moment? But people don't understand these things. When we are saying these things, we're saying it for country. Drug, the fight against drug is every one of us business. Though the government is the duty bearer, we understand that. But again, in our own communities, we can help to fight the drugs. But just got ready. Oh, we are bringing Kujo. Oh, Kujo. Oh, Kujo. Oh, this out. All the things you were doing, it was not necessary. We all have to fight. Today, you people were exposed. Because some of you didn't go there with sincerity, you want to play fun. How your president will be bringing in drugs here and then you're joining drug protest? How is that one possible? How is that one possible? And let me tell you something. There are classes of protests that people can stage that it becomes a whole national issue, right? The issue about drugs is a protest against system. The issue about rape, we all can come up and say, look, we are all against rape. We're going to street corner. We are trying to launch the campaign. There is a difference between awareness and protest. So I can wear a t-shirt, passing around, no to drugs. I'm doing awareness, anti-drug awareness. I can wear that t-shirt and passing around, or anti-rape. I can wear anti-rape t-shirt or what I want. That's awareness. I can wear it. What action Joseph Boakai has taken, George Weah on the action he took in the drug-related issues was to pass a strong drug law. That law is there. You use it. If you use that law and they now sell all Joseph Boakai and children and properties as per what the law dictates, then forget about it. Don't call me AV. If you use that law, Joseph Boakai children and the houses they are building are so drug properties. They're stealing the country money, adding drug money. So every other thing they just steal. Everything they're doing, they just to harm this country. So before we can even reach 2029, the whole country, that's why I don't get just crying, say, man, business how, because Tantan there, Jojo there, or whatever it is, they are just into drug issues. So before we reach down there, said the guy said, man, business how, because that guy, yeah, we got one so money or man, now want to do nothing to all again. That's so drug business. You know, when the drug inside you now, you can't want to do nothing again. So you can just be passing all over the place. That is what it is. So before we reach there, everyone else, drugs all over the place. Today now, at least thank God you people have told us now that drug plenty in the country now, we can make it now. Because the security forces said to join you people today to say they brought here. We ourselves will tire with it too. We ourselves will join you to protest against it. Then we are protesting too. Who are you protesting to? And that's true. The people are talking men business. Men then finishing. Oh, look, check in the streets, you'll see. The women are not taking in drugs as compared to men. I don't know why that should. But the men are the one we see in the street. They just turn into Zogo. They're passing around. Nobody. How will a decent girl want to be associated with? So you lose out on men there. Your little farm man who are what they call you because you took that thing there in. You don't want to even be around here again. That other man gone. You got to go look for different men again. You hang on that one day, you take in drugs again. Then you gone again. So the men are going. And that's true. The guys are crying. The men are going. They are getting shortage on the market because drugs taking it away. That is bad. What is Joseph Boga really doing to fight the drugs? You really show me what is he really doing to fight drugs? What is he doing to fight the drugs? All the children involved in the drugs. If you see the other men that they arrested, you go trace some kind of photo that he and the other person inside. That he and the other person were together, they were taking picture. And Joseph Boga campaign was heavily supported by most criminals. Stanton Waterspoon criminal, the drug dealers criminal, the Quita Dolo criminal. All of them, majority of them, all the man said he would dance with the devil. So he doesn't care about where money coming from, whether that drugs or whatever. He doesn't care. The man said he would, when you heard that old man say I would dance with the devil, meaning he would dance with any demonic money that he knowingly knows that hurting this country, he doesn't care. He will take from them. These are the things. So the guys have supported his campaign with their drug money. So they now told him, say, now you now president. For some, we want government job. All we want you to do, talk to your security then to the borders so that they can allow us to be bringing in our drugs. Now that same money we'll use, Papi. Time for you to run again. We'll bring some of that money. We'll put it there 2029 for you to run again. So that drug money and all those things Joseph Boga used to become president, so that they see drug money. They are trying to, oh gosh, this country is failing. When you get poor man something, and poor man gets something that plenty of rich people here can be inside. Some kind of money they can be inside. And when that person gets to a certain stage, now they must pay back those people. Now what happening to us? Joseph Boga got most of the money from criminals. Standing with us, number one. So what else do you want to tell me? He said he would dance with the devil. All the people then arrested with drugs here and there. That's what Joseph Boga partner them. Financial, in fact, they call them financial partners. They are there giving him money. So now he's president now. How about not be brave to use our border point? They're not even hiding it. The people can open it to the checkpoint and tell you, say, we're bringing our drugs. Because we want to get back our money. So for Joseph Boga to pay back those people, then for them to raise more money for him to become president again, he got to make the youthful population to become useless in 6 years. Joseph Boga have not gone anywhere yet. The youthful population, they're finishing. You hear the girl crying about man business, how they're finishing. They are finishing in no time. Because Boga brought in people with total drugs. And he's giving them chance, clearance. You go ahead. You do whatever you can, clear your own. If you want to use Sierra Leone side, use it. And enter. You want to come to the airport, come. Open it. Open with drug, we'll get you. Anything you want to do, take it. They say, Baby, the same money will you again come back to come help you with your campaign team here. 2020 now. Jeremiah Kune, that the kind of dealing and that the so ill dealings. Any kind of thing they would do, even if they will sweep all of you away for you to be zoomies in this country because they want power, they will do it. And what they are doing now, they don't care about you people. Look at Joseph Boakai governance style. Does it tell you that he really cares about you people? Everything about Boakai is him. Boakai and a woman was celebrating birthday. His wife was just celebrating birthday again. He gave him birthday, get a woman, they sitting there, they enjoy. They just having series of celebration from anniversary, Joseph Boakai birthday, then from Joseph Boakai birthday celebration, it came to his wife, their wedding anniversary celebration. From the wedding anniversary celebration, his wife on a birthday celebration just last night, they were having it again. Everything is about them. Do you think they really care about you? Whether your children have been swept out of schools because of drugs? You think they really care? That's why you saw them in uniform passing around today. These guys are terrible. They say we are bringing in the drug. Why they can't stop the whole drug thing here now? Saying we are bringing it, and the agents or we are there, they not identify them to put all of them in jail, to grab them, put their picture, all and say, oh, the other mayor, that CDC man will grab him. He the one used to be bringing drug. No, but all the pictures with those associated with drug, you will see them taking picture, or they have been in proud picture section with Joseph Boakai children. Joseph Boakai himself, the pictures are there. Glaringly, you can see it. Hold your time, George, we have to thin it. But you would never see that. What kind of people you people are? Or you just thought you could come to this country and lie and just go about it and think that all is well and whatever it is, you lie. People like us, we are in this country. People like us, we are in this country and we are here strong. We're not here for your thing. There is nothing like you hear that? I'm not the one that's saying it. Women. And some of them in the back and say that, look, no, there's nothing about DA anymore that we need to be talking about here. Those are the people that Joseph Boakai was taking money from. That's why you see nothing is about you in this country. He's dancing with the devil and he will continue to dine with the devil. You think Joseph Boakai really cares about your cries? We just from condemning a man wedding anniversary that went straight into fast and prayer that was useless by the wedding anniversary. Then the next day he comes from there again, we're celebrating. He goes there again. What they would not even thinking. I wonder if George Weah were to be having those series of birthday activities, those elaborate activities where George Weah birthday is celebrated. From George Weah birthday, he and Cloud Weah birthday, they go celebrate it. Then from that, then Cloud Weah on a birthday, they celebrate it. Then when Timothy Weah on a birthday, the last time George Weah ever celebrated Timothy Weah birthday is after George Weah's presidency. That's when he celebrated his son's birthday. The last time George Weah ever had an elaborate celebration about his day is after his presidency, when seditionists have to gather at the party headquarters to celebrate his day. He had never ever prioritized his day because he knew that Liberians were hungry. The very people who will come to celebrate with him, they were hungry and they needed to be catered to. So the little money and thing that they could put together, it was not time for celebration. He always direct. But look at Joseph Boakai and people, the so celebration sequence. In fact, they are just in line. From birthday celebration to wedding anniversary celebration, from wedding anniversary celebration to wife on a birthday celebration. So all the things that are going on in this country, you think Boakai not hearing it, but he cares less about it. So that drug, you're going to be doing your drug thing. What do you keep for out of that thing today? Nothing. The lawmakers you're talking to, the lawmakers have already passed one of the strongest drug laws. Not under this regime of lawmakers. Under Weah's regime of lawmakers, they passed the toughest and strongest anti-drug law. It's there. They are taking it back to them. No, You're supposed to take it to Joseph Boaka's house for enforcement. The law is already there. Why are you taking it to the legislature? To go do what? We already passed the law. The law is very strong. If that law is enforced by Joseph Boakai, by putting in the requisite DA authorities and then having the security system put in place a task force and say, look, let the task force work on the issue of the drug, because we got to look at the drug law and deal with it. We confiscate 3, 4, 5 properties that we found people with drug in their houses. Let me teach you how to fight this thing, Joseph Boakai and your team. If you want to set up a task force, let me teach you, because it's for everybody's business. Set up a task force. The drug law is there. You use the law. Set up a task force and announce that anybody who hosts, anybody that will catch with drug, that horse, you're not going inside again, will lock that horse, seal it, and then put it out for sale. The proceeds from that house will use it to rehabilitate those people that name that you are spoiled. Those people that you are spoiling. When you do that, nobody will want any drug person to be in their house anymore, because they don't want to lose their properties. Well, you don't know that one. It's in the law. You don't know. But how will you do it? When the Tantan Burger then carrying the bundle there and putting it in people's houses and say, look, be here and there. So where they will find market, where they will find their supermarket to go be selling their drugs. That's terrible. But you see, some of these things, when we are talking to you, people say that, and say, oh, every day. But some of us, we love this country more than some of you who think you love it. No, we love this country. For me, I love anyone who loves this country. And the only reason I love we are is because we are loves the country. If anybody can demonstrate similar love that we are has for the country, no matter where you come from, I don't care whether I'm getting dime from you or whatever, you get my support. That's just me. You want to get my support? Put it towards the country. I'll say give it to me. Don't give me anything. Just demonstrate that you love this country. If I don't love you, don't call me Abby. If Joseph Boakai had demonstrated that he really loved this country and demonstrated something, all my issue I had with Boakai prior to the election, you will not hear me, because, I'm a patriot. I can't. Why would I be condemning the uncondemnables? Why we are? So what kind of person will I be when I know that Boakai is doing well in there? They say, hey, he's doing well, he's doing well, he's doing well. No. But everything I'm talking about Boakai, they are so terrible things that I ain't being what they call him. Boakai hasn't done anything good. Nothing, absolutely. He since his own national orator told him, say, don't just be suspending people but fire them. He not fire anybody. He said, but you go on outside, you even know the whole technique, you even know the trick. His own orator that he brought from a Baptist denomination, they make him and told him, say, don't just be suspending people and playing fun. Fire people. Has he fired anybody? The GSC that he was using to take all the report from the GSC to be suspending people, dismissing people, taking people from 10 new positions. Where is the GSC today? The GSC is a toothless bulldog. Who told you they're not still reporting? The GSC is still giving report. The reports are still with the president. Is he using them? No, he will not use them. He was using a GSC audit report that had to do with former government officials who operated on a WIA, and those were reports that he took and he prioritized. His own share of reports are landing at him. He is saying them, he's ignoring them. You're not going to make you look out to be serious man in this country. Because when you check the other report, either some of his me people here inside. That is it. But you see, this country is very much an interesting country. Thank God you came out today to expose yourself to tell us that the drug business now is overwhelming now. The drug business has overwhelmed us. It has just overwhelmed the whole country now. So how? Why? The people who used to be protecting these people then for bringing drug and cushion in this country, they have left power. Why are these people so brave now? More than ever before in the bringing in drugs now in this country is taking over the whole country. When the people who used to be protecting them, John, we are in a group that used to be protecting and they have left power. What many people then brave now to just be bringing the drug plenty now in the country until it's spoiling everybody now? As I said, a question, it will tell you that we are in his people. They were standing against these people. While Boakai then were fighting hard to bring in drugs. So some of the reason why they say we should go is because they wanted leverage. They wanted freedom. They wanted safe passage so that they will pass with their drugs and tina and burger say, if I become president, nothing I will talk here and there, any bull you use it. The police will put there again special mandate that he got to be. In fact, he must be using police escort. That's why you see police escort everywhere. You just see, wow. That's so drug in the thing and they carrying it. Wow. So drugs. The guys themselves can be escorting the drugs everywhere now. They carry the men in. They're escorting them. That's how they can be operating in the country now. Every lady, now when you see on the RIA, all the border entry points that they play, you can be seeing Serena, just flying all over. That's so drug people then they can go and collect them, put them in the car. You just see them flying with it. Whoa. Check all over the country. Anywhere you see Serena car passing that you just see, it's not relating to, even the president convoy said drug inside. What in I beg you, that thing say what they call it. Even the president convoy, yeah, well, that drug inside there, he passing with his son Tantan inside the back. They enjoy themselves, they passing around with drugs to go and give it to people and be making money out of it. The country money they're stealing and not enough for them. You need drug money. Somebody was even telling me that there is one plane that came from Mexico. It landed somewhere in Liberia recently. The person said, I was coming and saw it. But the way I saw the plane, it was in an unusual position. The person said, oh, I said, you sure about what you see? He said, yeah, I saw something like that. So I said, no, man, maybe you want to call. He said, no, but the way I saw the plane, I said, but in that crash? He said, no, I was coming from Buchanan. You know, a firestorm when you're coming down there, you see it. But I saw the plane, where the plane did is something, look at that, some kind of thing, somebody put down somewhere. I said, maybe that drugs. Maybe they just brought it, they put it there, and whatever the men when they collected it, fell. They just went with it. Because you have real drug cartels. Who knows? They are all over the world that the people doing business with. You have a vice president who believe in business. You have a Joseph Boaga who be a chairman. They are believing. They just don't care. So the issue about drugs, you just start fighting. You're just hurting your head. It's just starting. You're just starting. You don't know foreign plane and landing in the country and then bringing drugs in this country and flying around with it. You can see the quantity of drugs then that they can be discovering. That's just a small one that you see. You just start crying. You don't worry. You don't worry. You just be passing around and be together. Oh, there's that. Oh, there's that. We'll fight draw. You used to be causing people like us. I do not one lady. I still get a recording say, oh, draw. Abraham will. You made my son go in the street. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man, I'll cry. I don't know where she is now. Maybe they're giving her something. I don't know. Because I know her son stay in the street. If her son not even die from the drugs. Our God anointed and chosen son, that means you will put more over your son says survive it. You are just frustrating yourself and your son because you remain frustrated because you don't put more on people like us who are very sincere and have a very good relationship with God. You don't put more on us and then you just go save free like that. You don't do it. That's why we don't talk back at you. I didn't talk back to you. I didn't want to call you and say I leave you with you and God. Because that God will deal with a person like you. And tell that you look at you say you're not even correct anymore. You man, you know something not happened to you because you're putting more on God's anointed. These are the chosen children of God, whether you like it or not, because God set them aside. He gave them a mandate. He knows how they operate, and He guards their step. That the kind of thing work that we're doing, the kind of hard thing that we get, the kind of thing that we're doing. It's not ordinary people who can just do it. It has to be by the grace of God passing through you for it to work. I'm not just ordinary. There's nothing I put my hand in that I don't succeed. If I tell you say I want to preach here today, you'll say I'm pastor. If I tell you say I'm doing football commentary here today, you'll say what? The guy not easy. When I tell you say I'm doing, there's nothing. These are not ordinary things that you just find in people in a kind of way. You must take time. Know who then to talk to, who they are, what are they depending on. Ask yourself the question, what are they depending on? If you see nothing behind them, then just know that it is God. And when you see God behind them, never fight them because they're the most dangerous war you will ever be fighting. Because they got nothing they depending on but God. So we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. You watch out. You see string helicopter and all coming here with you don't even know the thing that happening in the country here. You see you go fight for draw something today. Where? Yeah, Joseph Boaga children and stop it first. You have to stop it. At the time you will see. Oh, you know? Okay. You know, people may not understand some of the things we say on a daily basis. But the drug thing here is every one of us. We got to fight it. We got to. It is every one of us business. Because none of us telling our children who to meet. They are meeting drug addicts. No children from their own community, they from their homes. They meet at a school, playgrounds. They are introducing the drugs to them. As a result of that, it's affecting us. It's not one person's business. That's why we got to stand up. You are making fun out of it and politicizing it. For us, we are not politicizing it. We are telling you squarely what's happening. The pictures are there. The documentary evidence, the pieces of evidence, they are there. You can see. They're there. Joseph Boga and children, and they are there. You can see it. Nobody yet, what they call making our story. What kind of story will make up like that? We don't want making our story. That wouldn't there. So now Joseph Boga and children in the picture that you see here. So the other guy they caught with a drug, what they call the person you see here. So now Jojo there. Now Jojo there. So that would get the picture there. They got a cut with a drug. Now who they are so? Now Jojo then they are so taking picture with the guy. And now the men they were taking money from and bringing it to the country. Now the guy they sending with Joseph Boga that time before Joseph Boga would even be president. See a rampant crew and Tina and I used to be in that the man carried drugs money that day to go give it to Joseph Boga. Can't see his money. Look at how he looked like that time. Look at Joseph Boga's face, how he looked like that kind of hungry man like this. That the man they carried drug money to that time to go give it to him. That the man carried the money to him. That they go get in the drug. Yeah, the man. Now the man is standing with the drugs, they catch him with drugs. Look at the quantity of drugs. It is Ghana brave and have connection. They whole pick up, in fact, truck full of drugs. That here you see here so. That they kind of thing the man brought in the country. They may not get the kind of assurance from Joseph Boga to say bring it in the country. They may come to bring the kind of quantity of drugs that you see here so. They may who standing with Joseph Boga taking picture all over the place. Yeah. You're not seeing the drugs there. You're not seeing it there. That me tell you say what in the drugs that they been standing here with. Now they see me here. They face that you saw it. That you see here. They face that you see here. So they face that you see here. So now they face here right here. Now they face right here. Now they man right here. Saw your Joseph Boga. What else we're looking for as evidence to tell us that Joseph Boga bringing in drugs in this country? He the one gave the guys clearances and gave them police cars to escort. Look, most of these things that you can be seeing. Look, the whole technique in this country here. Joseph Boga doesn't care about you. Look at the man way he governing the country. He will tell you that he doesn't care. Why are you crying at the country how he's celebrating birthdays? There are some things George Weah was scared to do because he knew that you were crying. Yeah. There were some things that we are cancelled because of you. Because he respected your opinions. Does Boga care about your opinion? No. So the board are standing here now. You see here? There's a man in Unity Party, something pre-victory march. Dominic D. Molu. They say confirm. The man in Unity Party, something. National Youth Congress. That the Unity Party youth then get the drugs. They're the one passing all around with it. That's why you see some of them when they sit down on their platform, then when they finish taking in the drugs, they don't get one sense in their head. That the time they can be talking all kind of foolishness. When they finish getting the drugs in their heads and they pass it around, they go, oh, Joseph Boga doing well in the country, you see they on TikTok, some drugs in them. When they don't take in some of the drugs, because they can drug them so that they will just come and be talking about the foolishness. That's when they look at hand pump, they will call a water tower. Because when they drug in you now, Joseph Boga can pump the poor children with drug. So most of these boys who you see behind Joseph Boga, you see them on TikTok, oh, can't see Joseph, but that's so drugs they operating with so. Because they finish pumping them with the drugs when you see it. They will even be stealing project and all, and they be imagining that Joseph Boga was doing that project because of the drugs inside them. That the drugs operating so. You see the guy that the pre-victory something there so. You see here? That the kind of people y'all see here say they're fighting drug, they come in the street today. Eh? All of them, when you hear Unity Party post, so now you can ask them, you say, but where do people come from? Ask them. Why you think they're not talking normal? They're not talking normal because they are drugged. They are operating on the influence of narcotic drugs. All those things are operating. Now, why you see that? Could you imagine Joseph Boga will get a hand pump or maybe water tower? Then they say that big project because the drugs inside it. You know the drug can make everything be. Have you seen those over them before? Where when you get in father, they appreciate you so much that plenty money you're not getting because the drug can make small thing to low big in your eyes. So they now drug all these. They are children that they get. I don't know. They call them TikTokers or whatever it is. They can put drug inside them. Then they be passing around. Then they just see all kinds of they're just talking foolishness. Anything you see coming from their mouth foolishness, that's so drug inside them. So they can put it in them good. At that point now, they don't care about what you think Or whatever it is. About someone you see them in community, if you want chase them. Because they're not normal. Just chase them, they're not normal. What kind of normal person will see your project that was not done for Joseph Boga and say, oh yeah, see the kind of project that Joseph Boga has done? That normal person there, if they're not drugs operating you, what kind of normal person will go on Facebook live and tell you, say, look at the kind of thing that, and you know that now Joseph Boga do, and you know the people that you telling know that now Joseph Boga did it, or now he did it. Then what you see that some people there, now drugs inside there. So the first thing they get there is give them drugs. And they tell them, say, go on TikTok now, go on YouTube. Say anything you can say there. That man has lost his entire thinking faculty. And so foolishness, you will just be putting us out. He doesn't care. That they kind of men and brought the drugs, so they give it to them. Now, what you see here, so you see how they can operate. Now the drugs here, so they may have a unity party. I think from Grand Cape Town, yeah, Momo Louis from Grand Cape Town. You see a Grand Cape Town, yeah, the Grand Cape Town share on him. Yeah, in there. The man gone. The man fell. The country, the man gone. No day. Yeah. Bro, lay you some concern, because he got to get his money back that he used on Joseph Boga when he visited Joseph Boga to go get him. What they call you see in there? And the man and they. And they kind of thing you're gonna go sit down today to go be putting people, small children in share to just what they call them. People are not serious. Your brother not serious. There's a strong drug law. If you're very serious, enforce that law. If Boga enforces that law the way I just gave him a little hint how to enforce it, and the country is okay. A hint to the wise is quite sufficient. Let's say no to drugs. Then all of us say no to drugs. But the biggest battle we have to fight now is to fight it. It will be very, very difficult. Because when the state actors themselves are now providing escorts for these people to just fly around with it, we are done. A hint to the wise is quite sufficient. Let's get to the lines interact with your colors right here on this very die. We are certainly getting there, and with God, all things are possible. Let me get to the lines interact with you. Let's say no to drugs. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. Let us all join the fight against drugs. All right, you know, and yeah. Let's hear from you. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Ed Moka, the visually impaired, keeping this president to the fire to
yeah, let's hear from you.
You know, that is why I was saying this morning that I was hearing about Buakai having executive order. And some of the things that he having in our release or executive order whatsoever, some of the things having in our release, and some of the things that are in the anti-drug law that was passed by President Weah. But I don't know, instead of him calling for the enforcement of that law, the president will release as is making or it is his doing. The people are saying we are not studying or we don't have information. Okay? Because yesterday, when they were there, we were considering it as an issue that was affecting the nation. It was considered as a national issue. But today now, they didn't consider it at that time as a national issue. Today, they are saying people should consider it as a national issue. Yes, we will agree because it is affecting everybody. But we will tell you, we will put it into your face, the wrong thing that you did yesterday. Okay? Besides the anti-drug law, during President Weah government coming to the 2023 election, they have a program that they were trying to put together. Even the international NGO came, they make a contribution or they make a commitment where they were even renovating some of the facility at youth camp to start rehabilitating the youth. That plan is on the table. What did they do with it? Okay? Why you do with that plan? Because you cannot come tell me and say you will protest on the street, then that means the issue of drugs will be minimized. But whatsoever they thought that they would get out of that thing today, they just expose themselves. Because other friends that we have on our side, they are asking the question, what's the thing today? Government official, when the citizens standing there, they say they are protesting against drugs. So that means everything has scattered, everything has chakra, they have no control, they cannot control it. We are only hoping that our children, God will protect them and save them for in his name. Because yesterday the wrong way, immediately to take over, they brought in Zumi before AD and the other guys fight at the GA, they announced the arrival. After Zumi, we have strike. After strike, with so many of them have arrived with the Barata, they were just talking about push. But see the amount of drugs in the country. the spy is one of the dangerous ones. We have the solar plate where they put it in a subway and war under the sun. All these things are coming in the country. What are you doing about it? Nothing you're doing about it. And today, we draw all of Liberia. Okay. Yeah, we're going to kick it all of Liberia, but we have to take truth that yesterday you put it aside, say, and the politics will take it all of it. We're going to put it to your face. What to fight against it.
Thank you so much. And a brother of mine, just a big brother of mine, was just about to send his text. And of course, he is saying that how can Bwaka tell us that he's serious about fighting drugs when he granted clemency to a convicted drug baron, a Nigerian called Japan, only because the guy is working for Bwaka's son Tantan, that the US is coming for you all soon. He said also A.B. Kroma was removed because he arrested Tantan's right-hand man, who is Japan. And now the Americans want A.B. Kroma back so that he can fight the drugs. This is incredible intel. I am just reading out here to you from somebody who is hardly placed. So let's get on right here on this very day. Get on to the next caller. El, what are you doing?
Hello, A.B.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I'm Oscar. That is Zubel calling from Gambia, Niva Country.
Hey, Zubel, let's hear from you, my man. You're very strong, always.
Yeah, A.B., what my man have to do with the drugs issue? You know, how can a citizen of the country be protesting for drugs issues? Then those who in government are bringing the drugs in the country will get in that protest. How can they work? So we are just see that the government are coming to make four out of with the Liberia while our children are taking drugs. Because they are the same people who, when any officials of government is any diplomat is coming out of the country, when they bring the drugs for them, they go there and say, oh, this person is a diplomat. They made the drugs cartel to be a diplomat, like the Nigerian guy who came with heavy drugs. When you're coming to the airport, Mr. President Bwaka still went there and received him as a diplomat. At the end of the day, when they came to come check him down, they found drugs. That's why the other lady that came with her, he saw the drugs that day, they arrested her to the post. He said, oh, someone gave her birth, they were in Liberia. She don't know about the drugs. Why is the lady now? Why is the lady? So, you know, if we want to fight drugs in this country, because President Bwaka, when you were coming to the leadership, he said he's going to deal with the devil. Any devil that can, he will deal with the devil. Now the devil has set him a talk. So if he wants to take the truth or the devil for a talk, let he pass executive order that decide he the president. For him, all the officials of government, from the vice president downward, anybody that coming to the port or to the airport, but they say they come to that visit, they should not take them to be diplomat. They should pass through the channel, the proper channel, so drugs can stop coming in this country. Every we are feeding hurt. As for me, I'm speaking. My first son is in the drug. He has been there for more than I can say about 15 or 16 years.
Wow.
The man I put him inside Center Marine. He graduated from high school into the thing. I put him in Center Marine. He was there for 2 years. He went and started taking drugs. As he started taking, nothing is in my house that is safe. So as for me, I know we can look at it. The government officials are begging for and with the Liberians. To be frank, because you in position, he said, President, we are not able the country. We get the country to you. Then when the action I say it is expecting there. Then you, the official government, who sort of fight the case, get it in the same protest and go protect. Who you protecting to? Are you putting yourself? That's you're not able the country or what?
Thank you.
My brother, it's very disheartening.
I know,
so
certainly.
we pray for the deaths. We pray for the deaths. Let us go there as a Liberian and see how best we can fight for our CDC to come by. Because everything they say, President Uga, I kind of lie. They were lying to kind of leadership. Thank you.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. I appreciate that. Hello, how are you doing?
Maybe good evening.
Good evening. Let's listen to you, boss.
This is David King, and I do join you for my president.
Let's hear from you.
Maybe today the guy went to reaffirm a commitment that they will continue to bring drugs to the country. Maybe how can you have Dominic Molu seen in a photo with Joseph Bwaka in his house, and also see Dominic Molu in a photo with Satan Bwaka. Then you telling me that the government is serious to fight drugs? They are not serious to fight drugs. These guys just want to reaffirm a commitment that they will continue drugs importation into the country as they have been doing. I can remember during the campaign, JMB went to Nimba on the JWPSC high school field behind the school there. And Prince Joseph was on the podium, Jeremiah was seated. And Joseph Bwaka looked at Nimba and told them that George Weah was the sole distributor of kush and hard drugs in our country.
Sure.
You go to Jamaica Resort, there are kush and hard drugs being sold there by President Weah. He did not know that what he was saying, it was far from the facts. But his own children are the one that were bringing the drugs that he, GMB, knew. But you are doing the transfer aggression because he felt that he wanted power. So you are trying to denigrate the seat of the presidency that today is occupying. When we say with evidence that Joseph Bwaka is a drug baron, and somebody want to tell us, hey, don't take down with a vape, don't say those kind of thing. You think Liberian boy are very serious? Some Liberians, now all of them now, because we got some level headed Liberian like you and other people. So we will not sit here and allow Joseph Bwaka to make fun all of the Liberian people. To see police people today wearing say no to drug t-shirts, are able to say they have failed, and which they have really failed. I think it's an embarrassment for the government, because you cannot be a government who campaign on a mantra of rescuing everybody for drugs, because drugs are one of the conduit of the United Party coming to power. Now today they are in the street demonstrating against themselves. So the thing the pastor talk about calamity, the calamity has started. It has started. We can see it, Eddie. That is so shameful, man. It's so shameful. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, boss, for your contribution.
Good evening, Eddie.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Good evening. I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call from a Coco Corner, down Coco, Wingtown community. Eddie, thank you very much for always making it possible for us to make our voice on national issue. Firstly, I want to commend you and your able lieutenant at Kings FM.
Thank you
for the hard work that you people are doing. Thank you very much. But we are told that we are now here in Grand Crew County and sometimes in Sando County. I want to appreciate you, and may God give you wisdom. God give you and your staff long life, good health, and prosperity, so that we can all work together to make sure that we equip Liberia.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And to the issue, maybe what I saw today, it indicates to me that this government has failed flat in the fight against drugs. And all the rescue soldiers, all the guys who use their time over 2023 to insult President Weah, it is now time for them to come out to apologize to President Weah. What I saw today is my very first time in my 52 years of life to have seen a government protesting against itself, against drugs. Who are you protesting against? Who are you carrying complaint to? I thought it is ordinary people that are supposed to protest an issue when they are not satisfied with issues in the country. But to see the police director, to see senior government officials protesting against themselves, it tells me that this government has failed, and these guys came to power through the matter of lies and deception. And because of that, the lies are caught up with them, and the reality is setting in. That's why they are behaving the way they are behaving. So I want to use your microphone tonight. All the rescue soldiers that insulted President Weah, let them make it a business to appeal to President Weah and say, it is us, unity partisans, that are bringing drugs into your country, not you.
Okay.
Maybe the counts are many and the times are limited.
All right, thank you. Hello, how are you doing? That's caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Is it KFM?
Yep, boss. Go on. Let's listen to you.
Yeah. Hello, Donna. I'm enjoying your program, but you're trying to fool the Liberian people.
Okay.
The message that you're giving to the people to learn is very dangerous.
Which one is dangerous now?
Yes. The message that you're giving to the Liberia people.
So which one dangerous, Papa?
Come on the radio Rwanda, please.
Which one is dangerous?
Give the correct message to the Liberia people. Baba.
You say you enjoying the show, then you say I'm giving dangerous message. What kind of foolish? And I told you say when they take in drugs, that's why you can see that man who's sounding all like that, ratting old man like that, who's sounding all like that. You see, I didn't get sense in your head. How will you say you enjoying the program, but you say I giving dangerous message? When I told you when people get drugs in their heads, now what can happen? You can say you enjoying something, then you say the person who doing the thing doing it bad. God. Joseph Burger drug will really kill somebody who opponent and somebody wanted to now grow up in the drugs. That why happening, that why affecting him as well. Hello, how you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, AB, hello.
Yeah, fine.
AB, where is the thing here on our racking team man for? That make team racking, you know what to say. I mean, that's the issue that bring people will listen to her. I mean, you see, Joseph Burger, how Joseph Burger will put stop to drugs, and he said he taking in drugs. That sleeping, what I make him sleeping. Don't say what I mean, just sleeping saying there. No sleeping saying there. He said he taking drugs. They make children all selling drugs all around him. There are people wondering about drugs, about Joseph Burger. He said in the contact with those people that Mahama brother that in Ghana. Joseph Burger said indeed with that man. You are special drugs that make him bring for Joseph Burger to take in. That what can make him to sleep like that. Let me tell you. So Joseph Burger will never go stop the drug. He will just be take that test. When you said that you want to go take drug test, that will tell feeble, my brother.
I know.
That man whole entire life, that drugs, with all drugs, that man will never live to see 2029. Let me tell you. Thank you for putting me in the camera.
All right, thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Let me get on to this caller. Now, I get to your dazzle. I don't want to kill you.
Yeah, let me say good evening to your line, and let me say good evening to where many listeners.
Okay, let's hear from you.
To your line, since the excellency of President Baka to the presidency, what you really think that he has endeavored into it has become true? Follow the yellow machine issue. We announced it to cabinet meeting, and today of the president we can see the yellow machine. President Baka too, he was in the first 6 months. There will be 10,000 students that will graduate with an RTC program. Up to present, we see nothing. The guys came on the basis of lie and propaganda. So they will continue to lie to the Liberian people, and they will continue to do nothing else, only to lie. How can you be reforming the ED player? Who came the petition to today? Is it the government or who?
Even wearing there. They got him.
Yeah. The people came with the anger. The anger they came with, and what they continue to exhibit. Yesterday you have, for today I posted something, I said, after every celebration there will be a holiday, another holiday again. Yeah, today another holiday, because yesterday they celebrated the first day birthday. How will you be struggling in a struggling economy? He's showing to the world that you are not struggling. You're inviting international people on program that you wait for them spending money on. And then you come in the street to say you protesting. We protesting too.
Just have Waka protesting.
Why is that trying on? And the thing is, we die with a lot of dancer. The appearance of government officials in the street today is a clear and major and vindication of President William. That President we are not bringing judge, but only propaganda. The real judge is now this government. Or when the government, that's the reason why they stole the show today to join our protest. It was not they want to play the protest. It was a protest with the executive measure, but today poor party executive measure. I saw Federal Brother broke all the 16 billion in our protest. How can people be deceitful to our country? President Baka to destroy the world. Thank you very much to your life.
All right, thanks for your contribution. I appreciate that. Let me get to the WhatsApp line and pick this. Hello, how are you doing? All right, quickly, we are getting there. All things are possible. Hello, how are you doing? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, boss, go on. Let's listen to you.
Thank you. This give me a few this thing on this the evening.
Yeah.
You know what? Together we are sharing time. I think today was a charade because the one we are issuing a petition to when the people on the basis of that judge in the country were telling people. No, and which is a word that Minister of Finance was member, Minister of Justice was member, all of the ministers in the country were member on the couple of the drug issue. So we in the government know I guess no we can go where ni our own people or whether all the representatives in the country know about drugs is in the country. So what are you carrying petition to? There was another place to go marry me. I was so big girls that drinking mineral water and bourgeoisie. So
when it comes to the common people children being affected, they always play fun out of it. They never take it serious. Because now there are children involved in it. They send their children abroad on a daily basis so that the common people children they want to play fun out of. And that's what they want to do.
We don't today. Okay, who don't know? When the government know that it is Mr. Bola know that trust. So what are you going to say today? What are the petition with the we get the best I ain't going to send to the break or to Potter. We don't know that trust is yet. But all the ministers, the government of the legislature, I don't know that trust in the country. We don't know. That he grab the money, he said if we protect, if we petition, who government? When it comes run a matter of the judge. Are you pretending that they don't know?
Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. That question is left with them to answer. Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
This is Mono Guitar. I'm calling for Clara District.
Yeah, let's hear from you, Guitar.
Thank you very much for the privilege this evening. You know, maybe today, when we saw the people in the street, it was confirmation that the government, the just were winning by the government. For all the police that's supposed to be fighting drugs or say security today, they are marching on the street. They rejected the thing to be a common thing today. But it's exposure to the government internationally and locally that they just are overwhelmed with identical government. And I don't know, politicians when they're speaking to come to power, when they get to power, and the power can be there drunk to forget about somebody can peace can give you a problem. The people said that we're going to get rid of the drug activity, and the government is going to pay a play for Zogo, all those who taking the drugs to clean it and become good people in the society. Today, some of the mother and father, based on that speech that President Joseph gave me as a felony, like when people follow the today you become president. If you go in town, you talk about 10, 15 able-bodied men coming to you. So where is the people who go? Where the president will kill the people? They will call it and the way war changing. So this Liberian people must be very careful with the politicians. Even all our speaking, don't believe them to politics. All politicians, they are not trustful. The young politicians, only few of the politicians like they committed. So it's sad. And today the judging that they are making history for us to be paying the president and the PA people without taxpayer money. And today they are proving to the world that the drugs are overcoming the government, a society, or society. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
All right. Thanks so much, my brother, for your contribution. We appreciate that. And we are certainly getting there. We still get to the WhatsApp lines and interact with you, the female line as well. Let's try to prioritize them as well. And I hear tonight. Yeah, hello, how are you doing? Hello. Hey there. Sorry, how can I help? Sorry. No, I don't need your help. And sorry. And hello, how are you doing? Hello, I thought I got to the WhatsApp line. Okay, yeah, I got it now. Hello.
Yeah, hello. AB, my name is Ishmael. I'm calling. No, AB, and thank you for allowing me on your platform. AB, you know, the only thing I like about this government, everything, they will talk about the fighting drugs and everything. But let them tell us how much money they put in the budget for drugs, for the fight of drugs. You know, these are the questions we should be asking. How much did you put in the budget for drugs? It shouldn't be the policy that oh, they trust too much in the country, they go, they pray. Because this government, the only policy they understand, oh, we have to pray. No thing in place, but we should pray.
We should pray.
The way this government take God business to a different level. So you can't do nothing but just pray about it.
You're right.
So your please answer this hard question. How much money did you guys put in the budget to fight drugs? How are you guys fighting drugs? These are the questions you should be asking these people. How you're fighting drugs? How much money are you spending to fight drugs? What are the logistics you have to fight drugs? What policy you putting in place? What law are you putting in place?
Where?
Did they put any law in place?
Nothing. I said a law there. The strongest law ever. That Georgia administration passed it. Is there?
Yeah.
They're not even enforcing it.
They use it. Are they using this law?
Where?
Are they spending money to fight drugs? Are they rehabilitating these children? These are the questions these guys should answer. Understand?
Okay.
And they came on the platform of they were coming to fight drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, man.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. Appreciate that. Hello, how you doing? Let's call.
Hello, it is.
Yeah.
It is Joseph Momo, and I call you from Saguna in Islamic County.
Okay, great to have you, my man. You're a part of the drug protest today?
I 6 months on the street. You know the children are telling them today? It's like you know, like I've gone there food. If you want to check on fire, I'll go there like the market, I'll go there. Thank you so much.
Like Joseph Boga farm, they supposed to go on to go get the drugs for that. They even go there.
Not go there. And guess what to do? The speaker was here today.
You say who?
The speaker.
What?
The regime.
The regime speaker was there?
Yeah, you were there. You passing around. You went to the women's center.
So he didn't identify with the people there because the government doing protesting you. So he protesting too. He didn't protest.
Well, you part of it. You are passing with the people are just saying, and the only thing for me was here in the street. Whoa. Who are passing by a normal place. People are even get out for them. I tell you, it's serious. They got to handle. The government, one small response, they're not getting for them. They then went to the women's center. They play war pool. They started regretting about one woman was yelling. Used to call one rose call. She's a woman, women, but they politics all I want to move her. So the women never turn up. The play were empty. Me, my understanding part of the area came to me. So, oh, it's all right. And the moment I play with empty video. I said, you sure? He said, yeah, I said, look at that. I said, the people go over that lady. He said, who got that for lady? I mean, you just been there 7 years. Yes. Eddie in bombing yet, talking about bread yet. I know the guy and I just not really clear yet. They can be sleeping.
You say they can be sleeping like how now?
They can be standing or sleeping. And my first time seeing them.
How will you be standing sleeping?
Maybe, I don't get beef from you, but one day, God will help me.
No, leader, we'll settle that. Yeah, I want for you to be captured. You will be our citizen journalist on us.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be watching it. It can be standing or sleeping. Scratching. My first time to see I've been in the place of just be the boy. You're not trying to anything like that. I want bow. How you be living, you be standing or you sleeping?
Wow.
I'm telling you. Oh. And they getting plenty. It's getting worse. It's getting worse.
No, but it's scary. It's very scary.
Just one of the statements you use that they kind of fighting to move, person we have for power, so that they can just put it just all on the street. They teach, I don't know, they teach chips because you know that they teach cheap.
Yeah, because they can take money and say, listen, no, they carry no counters there now and start dealing with the young people in there because they can tell and say when you take the drug, when you go on a farm, you can work very hard. Then you can go be sleepy.
I said, one day, other corner, I was doing my son was passing in the corner of this one, getting over there. He said, people that say, the children, all of them, they're sending all of them sleeping.
You get told the real normal thing for a group of people to just be together. They don't choose to interact with one another. There's nothing like that. They're just sleeping. How you be standing and sleeping?
Yeah, so I asked him, I said, when I look on me, I said, I look on there, I don't know the children, like talking to me. All of them just me on starfish, I said, any on sleeping. I said, God, when we went further, we got it ourselves. I said, Jesus.
So that means the drug can make you that even laying down on the ground in your area, you must keep standing and sleeping.
Maybe, you know, it's funny, but it's serious. I'm telling you.
What kind of drug will be there that it will not want to allow you to lie down and sleep, but it won't for you to be standing and sleeping?
so now the sleeping in more to the guy to be sleeping or
no, I don't know which step here, but some of the guys can be sleeping, they be walking sleeping because I think your own you can stay on and sleep on outside. They want them to be walking sleeping. So that now the lazy step they on outside. The lazy drug, they can make you stand and sleep. They want them, they can be walking sleeping.
Yeah, because drink we don't see children standing on for me just sleeping. When they started the game, on sleeping.
Okay.
Different one that people paying.
All right. Maybe that different one. We can investigate that one there. The standing sleeping tap. But we get a walking sleeping tap. Then we'll get a sinking sleeping tap. They get also the drinking sleeping tap. Everything sleeping inside. That's the problem there. Hello, how you doing? Let's get hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, fine. Please go on. Let's listen to you.
Thank you. This is Pastor David.
Pascal, why your phones are always low, even on any line? Anyway, go on.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think I need to change it. I made several calls, so I guess it's affected now. Is it okay now?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Yeah.
The autumn people will give me. I can show you. Yeah, be talking. I can show you the other part of the drug. They got talking about walking sleeping. The other man went to the coconut man to go ask for coconut. Now, the man is trying to slash the coconut or get it opened to give him the coconut, but the guy ordered the coconut. The guy is sleeping. The guy is in the drug.
Yeah, I mean, that's
go ahead, Pascal.
This is how we act. Because honestly, look, we've learned the hard way. I can tell people, no more human beings can drink water. It was a brother and his team. I drink water. That was correct. To drink water, it means you either sacrificing somebody. You know, there you eating solid. I mean, it's not normal. There's something you must do for that. So you heard them say they drank water. So it was something they were doing. Spiritually, people didn't understand. So say I drank water.
Yeah.
You understand? Because they drink it now. You know that. So no more human to drink water. He was sacrificing the nation. But they didn't know. Come to know president, right? They do naked dance on Tuesday, Thursday. You think for people to say there's two people dancing naked, you're supposed to be normal?
You're right.
You must take it something strong to witness that kind of thing. So are you just I mean the king? We just saw the thing on Facebook, Molu is sitting with the son of the president. And you see me do for people yesterday. Look, they are almost all of his officials are from America. Where do you think those things are coming from? Almost everybody in the government who are top notch ministers in the government, they all from the state. How do you think the thing have increased in the country? How do you think they're coming in the country? The guy from Bome didn't lie. You see people walking and sleeping. So even the influence of drugs is on the increase. It's on the increase and double. How can you see that normal people that all go to the street to say yeah, we say no to drugs? When the drug is being brought in the country by the people in government, anybody who gets into things like that, it's society. This country is for men and the rest of the people. They sued the country. They drank thoroughly. They ate it. They drank the water. That was cursed in our country. Because no human being, normal human being does that.
Okay.
That's what they did.
Okay.
It's a sad thing. So I don't know, but
all right. Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. I appreciate you. And there is just something that the drug can do. I don't know whether it is happening here in Liberia or whatever it is, but I think that Liberia they got one about coconut, and he went there, but he's sleeping. Could you imagine the coconut sign? Oh, stay, he's sleeping. You know. This is Liberia, man. This is Liberia. Anyway, folks, that's all the time we've had. Thanks to all of you for the time. There's nothing more we can say, nothing less we can say. We just wish you all the best. We are not laughing because we are happy that drug is taking over the country. You hear also, we are telling you because the very people who used to play fun, the fun is now haunting them. The people who thought they could politicize drug is now chasing them. And one thing they don't know is they think that their children are safe for this issue of the drugs. They just think so. They are lying. Their children are in schools. Their children are in schools. Their children are going to the marketplaces. Their children are going to churches. They are meeting with people. Nowhere is safe when it comes to the issue of drugs. Even the church house is not safe. People will always meet. People will always interact. That's why we have to always fight to protect each other, because whatever protection you have against someone's child is that protection that will benefit your own child. That's what it is. That's why you see during those days when our parents used to be in the community, when they listen to somebody's child insulting on the other side, they will beat that person's child and then lay the complaint to the parents, because they know that if that child continues, their children too could be contaminated. So everyone's child is everyone's business. That's what we used to do. It can't happen now, that's all. But that's what we used to do. When you chastising someone's child, you are chastising that child, not only for that child, but for the community, the sanctity in the community, because you don't want that abuse to go somewhere where that same child will go play with your child tomorrow and be insulting. So they take away that. And how most of us came up to be strong. Parents used to always be taking care of each other's children for the sake of the community. Everyone's business. It became everyone's business. That was it. The issue of the drug, they think that it is only for the guys in the street. That's why they allowing Joseph Boakai and children to just bring in drug and be spraying it all over. No problem. We know for sure what it is. So thanks so much to all of you for the time. And I would think for sure with God, all things are possible. And I would think we're going to be back here on tomorrow with bro Prince Sharif, and others will try to join in as we move on with our Diaspora Talk edition of Face the Issue, clamorous in this week's edition of the program. Do have a pleasant night.